All right. Well, well, looks like my Christmas decorations are taken down for this year, and well, looks like it's back to normal as normal. Yeah, I think we can kind of get the idea pretty much at this point for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say of course that front. So yeah, with that being said, hey guys, this is Ackley SamAttack4427 here, and welcome to, well, not just another new episode for sure, but moreover, welcome everybody to pretty much our milestone season, which is of course season 10. That's right, season 10 of WTPU, aka What the Pickup? Yeah, I guess I can't believe it right now. So yeah, looks like it's the new year, which means, of course, a brand new season of course, this show for sure, and yeah, I guess it's hard to believe that after quite a long time, we now officially hit our milestone season for sure. So yeah, it's hard to believe that we finally made it to 10 seasons of course, this show for sure. And yeah, with everything that I've actually talked about over the course of this show for sure, I say it's actually well worth it in its entirety, and I am really looking forward to seeing what we're going to be talking about for, of course, this season for sure, because yeah, let's face it, the last season really took a toll on me with the amount of episodes that I've actually put out for sure. So yeah, I do hope I'll actually give you something really quite interesting for sure, because yeah, I've got a lot to talk about for sure. So yeah, we pretty much know the drill at this point. So with that being said, let's kick off this season with a massive bang for sure. Now I guess for starters, pretty much like we do with every other episode, if you may recall in the last episode of the show, which you can see right down over here, I talked about all the Christmas presents that I actually got some time ago, to which I am actually really satisfied with, of course, what I actually got for sure. And it's not only a great way to, of course, pretty much kick off the holiday season for sure, to which, yeah, I guess if anything with, of course, what I actually got, they are actually well worth it for sure. Definitely pretty much much better compared to the last few years for sure. But moreover, it's not only a great way to, of course, wrap up the previous season for sure, but to also help celebrate the show's 200th episode for sure, to which I do find it to be absolutely incredible, and I'm really glad that we made it this far for sure. And I do hope we'll actually keep on going with that right up until we'll hit up to about 300 episodes pretty soon, but we'll definitely have to wait and see. But regardless on that, I'm really quite happy with, of course, all the Christmas presents that I actually got, and they're certainly well worth it in the end for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. If you want to check that episode out for yourself, then don't worry about a thing. There's a card over there over at the top right corner of the screen, as well as, of course, the link to it down the description box below. So yeah, whichever you prefer, go right ahead, I'll wait till you come back. Yeah, take all the time you need. I'll be here by the time you come back for sure. Probably maybe a long while, given to, of course, the runtime of course, that episode for sure. But I still think it's well worth it regardless in its entirety. So yeah. And yeah, I think with so much stuff I actually got for sure, yeah, hopefully by the time I move out of my parents' place pretty soon, I might find some good place for any future items that I might actually get. To which I do hope we'll get that figured out for sure. Because let's face it, as much as I do want to move out of my parents' place, I still want to keep myself occupied with playing more videos to help fuel my YouTube channel for sure. So yeah. Alright, I guess seeing how you did already see the last episode of this show, we might as well go ahead and start up this episode as we normally do. Well, I guess seeing how we have officially started this season as of now, I guess that would beg the ultimate question. What are we going to start with to kick off this new season properly for sure? Actually with quite an interesting one for sure because, well, usually I think when I normally start the pretty much start off a new season of course this show, I usually start off with of course pretty much going over a few of the Christmas presents that I mentioned in the previous episode and actually give them their own episode for sure. And luckily enough, I think we're actually going to start with a good one for of course this season, and well, you pretty much know the drill for sure, so I'll pull it up right now. Yes, folks, to officially start off this new season properly, we're going to be starting, as usual, with the brand new Bachmann Thomas model for sure, to which I guess in this case is, of course, on the Bachmann version of Beau for sure. So yeah, this is, of course, one of course, many Christmas presents that I actually got that I talked about in the previous episode for sure, and, well, I guess to officially kickstart the new season, I think it makes sense to finally talk about this one for sure. So yeah, I've got a lot to get through for sure, and I'm really excited to finally talk about this one for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about this one. Alright guys, well, looks like we finally got the Bachmann Beau model right in front of us for sure, and well, I guess as usual we're going to be looking that over as normal like we do with every other Bachmann Thomas model like we do on this show for sure. So yeah, I guess for starters, I think in regards to Beau for sure, I think pretty much from what I can gather, I think he's one character during the Big World Big Adventures era of the show that we actually didn't normally expect for sure, but either way, I think given to what I'm actually seeing, I really do think he actually is actually a good enough character to actually have around for a big for sure, and not to mention seeing how pretty much he actually resides in the good old US of A for sure. I really do like, of course, for the fact that they made him pretty much like one of the regular old steam locomotives that we normally have here in the US for sure. So yeah. And particularly, pretty much out in the Wild West for sure, as it was showcased in the Big World Big Adventures movie for sure. So yeah, but then again, it has been a long while since that movie actually came out for sure, let alone pretty much the Big World Big Adventures era during the TV show for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front for sure. But regardless on that, I think given to what I'm actually seeing with this model, I think it actually does look actually quite promising for sure. And I'm sure if a lot of you guys may not know, pretty much even and I guess pretty much outside of course, the Thomas and Friends range for sure, Bachmann has actually done a good number of models for sure, pretty much in that kind of fashion with their steam locomotives for sure, and yeah. If you actually look them up for sure, with multiple different versions of many different steam engines that Bachmann has actually made for sure, they actually have done a pretty damn good job for sure. So yeah, and I guess for pretty much for this case, Beau actually does look pretty promising. He actually does look like the character himself for sure, and I'm actually really digging, of course, what I'm seeing based on my first impressions. Now, I guess, if anything, the model itself actually does look good, but there is one downside to all of that, is that, according to the packaging, for sure, if Oop, yeah, I guess if you can actually see for yourself for sure, it actually did say that Beau actually works with, of course, an operating headlight for sure, but without moving eyes, So yeah, and of course, if you actually know the one thing that Bachmann is known for when it comes to their Thomas and Friends range, is that they are known for giving the characters moving eyes for sure, to which I do find quite fascinating for sure, and yeah, that's actually one of the main reasons on why I love getting these Bachmann Thomas models for sure. But it's not just that, but I also want to see if they'll actually pretty much make them look like the actual characters themselves for sure, to which that too actually deserves some massive praise for sure. So yeah, I guess it does suck that we're not getting any moving eyes from Beau anytime soon. But I do think the operating headlight is, of course, a pretty much a nice little need for, of course, Beau for sure, to which I guess you can tell from the front for sure. You can definitely see the headlight right around close by to his smokestack for sure, to which, yeah, I do find quite fascinating for sure. So yeah, I do think this is a much-needed replacement, or I guess a much-needed fit for Beau for sure. And don't worry, I think with some of the other Bachmann Thomas models we're currently getting for sure, they're still going to have the moving eyes feature for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, pretty much, it is fun and good to have the operating headlight, but I know the moving eyes would have been awesome for sure. We can never have that taken away for sure, so yeah, but regardless on that, I'm still digging, of course, what I'm actually seeing based on the packaging alone for sure, and I guess aside from the operating headlight, Beau's face actually does look nice, and that's and there's another thing I actually really do find quite amazing for sure, is that basically the coupling, as you can see here, it actually has the knuckle coupler right at the front for sure, which I guess is, of course, one thing that Bachmann uses with their non-Thomas trains they actually sold for sure. To which I don't find it to be a bad thing for sure. In fact, I actually do find it quite fitting for, of course, Beau for sure. But again, see how pretty much they want to have him part of the Thomas and Friends range. They cannot forget about the regular hook and loop coupler right at the back, right where his tender is for sure. To which, yeah, I guess I know is a little bit pretty much a little bit diversive. Pretty much having two different couplers, pretty much be side by side for sure. To which, yeah, I guess I can easily tell the difference for sure, but honestly, I don't mind it for sure. In fact, they definitely do want to represent Beau in, of course, the best way that they can for sure, but he still is part of the Thomas and Friends range for sure, so I do think that's what really matters, and I really do like what they actually did for the couplers for sure. Just having these two different ones side by side actually would be a nice blend for sure, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. And everything else from what I'm seeing from the front, alongside the back and the front of the engine and the packaging, I do find it quite amazing for sure. And of course, as usual, pretty much the back of the packaging for sure does give off a whole list of course, plenty of the other Bachmann Thomas models that you would actually get for sure, to which I know I actually do own like pretty much about like say 90% of course all the ones for sure, but I still hope to actually get more for sure. In fact, I know there's a whole lot that I'm currently missing out on that I do hope to get my hands on anytime soon for sure, but we'll definitely have to wait and see on that, So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, based on my first impressions, I think I know there are some things that are a little different, and of course some minor nitpicks, of course, on my front for of course this model. But But in the end, I really do think, based on what I'm actually seeing, they really do make it actually look good, and I'm actually in for something really quite interesting. So yeah, with that being said, we might as well get Beau out of the packaging right now, and well, thanks to my pretty much a pair of handy-dandy, trusty-rusty scissors for sure, we're gonna do exactly that, and yeah, I guess it does kind of make sense because, well, Bachmann really loves to have the packaging for, of course, these engines be the kind of packaging where, of course, you need to have scissors to open them up for sure. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this opened up. Alrighty then, well, looks like it took me pretty much a while to actually get this all taken care of, but it looks like we finally got Beau out of the packaging for sure, so that way we could get a really nice pretty much close-up look at, of course, the model itself for sure, and yeah, based on what I'm actually seeing, it actually does look very, very nice from what I can gather for sure. I think with, of course, what I'm actually seeing, they really, really did make Beau actually look nice for sure. And yeah, give it to what I'm actually seeing. I'm really digging, of course, pretty much what I'm actually seeing for sure. Pretty much the way he's actually shaped out to, of course, the likable face for sure. And again, pretty much, if you actually look close for sure, you can definitely see the knuckle coupler for sure, to which I do find it quite interesting that the Agadag Ing for sure, again, they really want to pretty much make Beau actually look impressive for sure, and the one thing I actually do kind of notice, pretty much aside from, of course, the drive wheels for sure, to which I'm not gonna lie, it actually does look nice, is that if you actually look alongside the tender for sure, you can, yeah, I think you can definitely see the hang pretty much, it still has, of course, the regular old, pretty much, yeah, I guess pretty much a nice little, pretty much attachment where, of course, you can put alongside the bottom, but the wire, I will have to say, if you actually look closely, I don't know if you can see from the light, oh, yeah, I guess you can definitely see the wire for sure, to which I guess it's pretty much attached to, of course, Beau for sure, and honestly, I don't know why for sure, maybe I think it might have some special features on that, or oh wait, yeah, I think it's the wiring and stuff to attach to a Beau for when we'll see the headlight light up for sure. So if that's pretty much what it is, then I think that does kind of make sense. Of course, that front for sure, but I'm sure we'll have to wait and see on that. And yeah, you can definitely see alongside his tender. Yeah, I do love, of course, how well it actually looks for sure. But even the piles of wood, I have to say, is very nicely done for sure. To which I guess that makes sense. I guess aside from, of course, coal and stuff, steam engines do operate under oil or even wood for sure. And I'm really glad they actually got that in for sure. Yeah, and I guess it does show that not all steam engines pretty much operate on coal for sure. So yeah, I think it really does give a really nice, good variety to, of course, pretty much what we'll be in for. And I'm really glad that they not only did with, of course, the character itself, but also the way Bachmann actually showed off for sure. So yeah, I could go on and on, of course, all this for sure, but give it to what I'm actually seeing. I'm actually really digging, of course, what they did for Beau for sure. I think they really did a fantastic job to make him look great for sure, and I'm impressed with, of course, what I'm actually seeing right here. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. But don't take my word for it. Let's get it up on my layout right now and give it a massive test run for sure. So yeah. Alrighty then, well, looks like here we are backing, of course, my Bachmann Thomas layout, as you can see here, and yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense, given to, of course, the updated track that we added in for sure. But regardless on that, it looks like we're about to give Beau a much-needed test run around my layout for sure. Now, I will admit, I think pretty much upon getting this thing onto my layout, I will have to say it was probably way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Not only, of course, pretty much getting the the tender, and of course, yeah, pretty much getting the tender hooked on for sure as normal. But trying to get him lined up for sure without derailing the wheels for sure actually is quite a bit of a hassle, I'm not gonna lie, for sure. And yeah, I will have to say, I think probably from the wheels and stuff, it was kind of a little sticking onto, of course, the pretty much onto the track for sure. Maybe I think it's probably because of course, the pretty much the way they want to pretty much throw a bit of traction to really get the headlight actually going for sure. But I'm sure we'll actually know once we actually get this running for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front for sure. But regardless on that, I'm really excited to see on how they're going to pull this off for sure. And, well, luckily enough, I did get one of the tracks plugged in for sure. So I think we're going to be in for something really great for sure. So yeah, with that being said, yep, and it looks like I got track 2 plugged in for sure. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and test out Beau for sure by giving him a few laps for sure. So yeah, with that being said, here we go. Alrighty then, well, looks like it just completed a few laps around the layout, and yeah, I will have to say, it actually works very, very well for sure. It actually pretty much runs pretty smoothly like any other model would actually would for sure, and yeah, give it to all that. I'm really digging on what they actually did, but moreover, since I did mention the pretty much this model doesn't actually have moving eyes, but it actually has an operating headlamp, or an operating headlight instead. That's something I need to mention. I will have to say, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think pretty much upon running this again for sure, and yeah, you could definitely see the headlight actually pretty much operating pretty well for sure. So yeah, I guess in all honesty, I think they really did an impressive job with the headlight for sure. And yeah, give it to what I've actually seen. I think I really do dig, of course, everything they actually did for sure. So So yeah, I think that's pretty much what I can say. Of course, that front for sure. So yeah, I guess overall, I'm really impressed with what they actually did with Beau for sure. I think they really did an impressive job to really make him look incredible, and they did exactly that for sure. And for while I can't necessarily say he's one of my favorites out of all the recent Bachmann Thomas models we've been getting for sure, I still think it is actually a great model for sure, and I do think it is actually well worth checking into anytime soon. So yeah, if you can find a good listing for it, I do highly suggest you check this one out for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, and with that being said, I think I'll end this episode here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode, and by all means, let me know in the comments down below on what you thought of this one overall. I would love to know on what you guys think. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching pretty much this first episode to this new season of course, this show. And well, I guess I've got a lot going on for sure, so I can't wait to see on what I'll talk about next for sure, but we'll definitely have to wait and see on that. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that, and as usual, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyTackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyTack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.